So thanks to those realtors, we're going to talk about the 5 lies that real estate agents tell when buying a condo. Here we go. So many of you saw my last video, which was the 5 reasons that condos are actually terrible. Now, I got a lot of mixed reactions from that video, and what caught me off guard was other realtors saying that they would take over my condo clients if I didn't want to work with them, which I found odd. Really, my job as a real estate agent is to give clients information to help them make the best investment possible. So, thanks to those realtors, we're going to talk about the 5 lies that real estate agents tell when buying a condo. Here we go. Alright, stick around for the end of the video because we're actually going to give you some great tips when it comes to actually buying a condo and some things to look out for that will actually help you make your investment better. Okay, so the first lie that I hear quite often is that really the HOA will take care of any issues that occur on the premises, which actually isn't always true. Now, if there is a big catastrophic event and there's not enough money in the funds, they will have a special assessment, which means it's more money out of your pocket. Now, if we look at this LA Times article, a couple said that exterior issues, maintenance issues, actually affected the interior of their unit, and their insurer said it was actually had to do with the exterior maintenance issues, and they wouldn't cover it. Well, the HOA wouldn't cover it, so now that person's stuck with, really, an issue that the HOA won't take care of. You know what, anytime I have a question about insurance, I usually call my friend Paul with Allstate. So let's call Paul. Give us an example of an HOA not taking care of a client or an insured client.
Sure, I had a client in Houston, Texas. The guy above her, his house flooded and it came down the walls and came into my client's house. In the process of doing that, it damaged her flooring, her wood floors, her carpet, some cabinetry, a lot of water damage inside her unit. And in the process of that, we ended up paying for her clothings and her couches, but the HOA did not pay for her moving expenses, the water bills, the out-of-work expenses that she missed out on because she worked from home. It also didn't pay for her storage fees because the storage unit complex was like $60 a month, and it got pretty expensive after 6 months.
So you're telling me that the HOA doesn't always take care of it?
It does not always take care of everything.
So that's a lie, right?
It could be a lie. It could be a lie.
All right, thanks, Paul. Okay, the next lie that I hear quite a bit is actually that condos are cheaper than buying a home. Well, numbers-wise and dollars-wise, yes, but overall, the price might actually be the same. Hear me out and let's hear some numbers. Okay, so the information I'm going to go through is through the Austin Board of Realtors. I would reach out to a local agent in your area to get a little bit better information, make sure they have condo experience. But here we go. So in Austin, the median price for home is $325,000, where a condo is $279,000. So I got the information for 2 properties that are on the market right now, one a house, one a condo, and let's actually compare the numbers. For this home, it's a 1,267 square foot home listed at $325,000. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. The yearly taxes are $5,380, and the HOA is $225 for the year. For the condo is listed at $279K. The HOA is $276 a month. The taxes are $5,500 for the year. It's a 900 square foot property, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So smaller and not as many rooms. So let's break down the numbers. If you look at a mortgage calculator, it actually breaks down to the home mortgage with 5% down on a conventional is $2,149 a month. Let's look at that same condo, it's $2,160 a month. Now let's look at something else. If you look at the rent value for the home, it's going to rent for about $1,750 a month, while the condo is about $1,550 a month. You do the math. Even though the condo is less expensive dollar-wise, it's actually the same amount of monthly mortgage on 5%. Now, I give you this information because you really should dive into your numbers when you're looking at any condo or home and really look at that information to see what's going to be a better fit for you. The next lie that I constantly hear is that condos are a great investment. Well, great investment is kind of a relative term because it depends on the price of what you're buying, where you're buying it, and the condition of what you're buying. So a good home could actually be a bad investment, and a good condo could actually be a bad investment. But let's look at some things here. As we saw in the last lie, the condo is actually more expensive than the home, and really didn't make sense in that scenario. Well, in Austin, the rate of appreciation for a home last year was 8.2% based on that 325. And the rate of appreciation on a condo was actually 5.4%. So really condos don't appreciate the same that homes do. You have special assessments, the HOA cuts into really your investment costs. I don't know, for me, condos actually don't make the most financial sense compared to single family homes. Again, it might be a scenario where there's a low HOA, there's minimal maintenance, and you're getting really good rent. That might be a good investment for you. But generally, condos aren't necessarily the best investment. The fourth lie that I hear is more of a misconception, and that is that condos are low maintenance. While that's half true, it's not full true. You're not physically going outside and mowing your lawn or paying somebody to go outside and mow your lawn with a condo, right? You have the HOA taking care of that. So you're not doing the exterior maintenance. You still have your interior maintenance. Condo is a little bit smaller, so yes, it is less maintenance. It might be less bedrooms, where you buy a 3-2 like our last example, or a 2-2. You know, that's smaller square footage, but if you have any interior issues like a flood, fire, you're still paying to fix those issues. In fact, if you have a neighbor that has a colossal mistake or has a colossal issue happen like a flood, and the flood's your condo, well, their insurance might not pick it up, which actually leads us to our fifth lie, that insurance is cheaper for a condo. I better call Paul. Paul? Okay, so for the fifth lie that I hear is that if you're gonna get homeowner's insurance, it's actually cheaper to get homeowner's insurance for a condo. Paul, walk us through that.
Well, sometimes it can seem cheaper up front because a typical condo policy is anywhere between $300 to $600 a year. But what they don't factor in is that master condo policy that's $200 to $300 a month. Not to mention the loss assessment that you can get in the event that someone has a fire next door to you. Now you get a big deductible you got to pay on top of that. So the expenses are just kind of hidden behind the condo policy.
So it's either misconception or kind of not full truth.
Not full truth is what I would definitely say.
Well, there you go. Thanks, Paul. If you ever need a good insurance guy, give Paul State a call.
Thank you.
Okay, so I promised you tips on buying a condo. So here you go. Number one, there's a couple different types of condos. The type of condo I like the most and I find the best investment is actually a detached condo or a freestanding condo. So basically it looks like a home, but it's still condoized. So the yard's still maintained, the exterior is still maintained, and the HOA takes care of those things. HOA tends to be lower, which actually for me is a better investment. In fact, I purchased that. Second thing is know the numbers of the HOA. So look at how much money they have on hand. If they've had any special assessments, know what those special assessments are. If there's any way you can look at that information to see if there's going to be another special assessment needed, know that information, because that's what's going to save you money in the long run when buying a property. All right, Jeremy and I with the Night Group, I appreciate the time. For more videos on best tax rates in Austin, for more videos on why condos suck, here you go, check out that one. All right, have an awesome day. I want to hear your comments below. Make sure you subscribe.